Good evening and welcome back to Timberwolves Stadium. I'm Lindy Peters from MendocinoTV.com. It's a beautiful night for football. Might get a little chilly here as the night progresses, but no wind. The field is in excellent shape. We've had little or no moisture this week. Only moisture here along the Mendocino coast has been from your coastal fog, not any precipitation. So the field is in good shape. I was down there before the game walking the field, and certainly does not look very slippery. Don't see any big patches of mud. And the captains now, you can see, are going out to partake in the coin toss. As I mentioned as we started this broadcast here tonight, this is a huge game, actually, for both teams. One of the common opponents they have is Kelseyville. Neither of these teams were able to score a touchdown against Kelseyville. Kelseyville beat Middletown 28-0. And, of course, Fort Bragg lost to Kelseyville 16-0. But keep in mind, Fort Bragg and Kelseyville, that score was 0-0 going into the fourth quarter. And the second Kelseyville touchdown was kind of a fluke. It was a fumble that sort of kept going backwards. It was kicked and bounced and pushed all the way down from about the 30-yard line down to the 2. And then from there, they were able to push it on in rather easily for their second score within just a couple minutes of their first touchdown. So that's how they lost to Kelseyville. And that loss, along with a loss to Cloverdale, the only two league losses for the Timberwolves, they beat Lower Lake, they beat Clear Lake, and, of course, they beat St. Helena at St. Helena last Friday night. So Fort Bragg has won the toss. They have elected to receive the kickoff, and Fort Bragg, both these teams with purple being their primary color, but Middletown on the road wearing white tonight with their gold helmets. Coach Fortner, one of the outstanding coaches in NCL1 football. He's been there a long time, always brings a great program, good sportsmanship from his team, and just a very positive guy all the way around. We're lucky to have him as a coach here in Northwestern California and in the NCL1 League. And then, of course, you got Roy Perkins, and I'll have more about him in a moment, but it's time now for our national anthem. The choir just got obscured by everyone standing up, but that's okay. Let's get set now. You'll be able to hear them as we hear our national anthem. Another outstanding job by the Fort Bragg Choir of our national anthem. A unique perspective hearing the national anthem from where we are. Live, you can actually hear the choir on the track as they sing back towards the stand. You can hear their voices echoing off the school in the gym back behind us just a fraction of a second later, and then out of the loudspeaker. And the effect is just a very moving experience. It just sounds fantastic. So congratulations to whoever is directing the Fort Bragg High School Choir this year. They are doing an outstanding job. Now, back to Coach Roy Perkins. He, of course, has been a long-time coach here as well. Coached the JV team back in the 80s. Used to have some just completely dominating junior varsity teams back in that decade, you might recall, here at Fort Bragg. And then came back over here after leaving the area for several years over at Arbuckle High School. He came back and has had a great program ever since. And this year, kind of a down year, I would say, for both these programs. And Not that they're bad teams by any stretch of the imagination. They're both great teams, but it just gives you an idea of the solidity of both these programs over the years. They've always had two of the best teams in the league, Middletown and Fort Bragg, and here they are again tonight. Here's the kickoff now by Middletown. Jorge Fonseca kicks it off. It's taken on the far side at the 25 up to the 34-yard line goes Justin Myrtle. He is brought down there by Logan Takla, and we're underway. The Timberwolves will have it 1st and 10, the ball at their own 34-yard line. The Timberwolves, over the last, I'd say year and a half now, have moved away from that spread passing offense that was so familiar for the last, 5 to 7 seasons to more of the running game. And we've seen the running game pretty much since the second game of the season here by this team, and they've been running the football ever since with some success. And they start off with a run here. Pitch it back to William Robertson, gets a block, cuts up a lane, got some good yardage up across the 45, close to the 45, right at the 45. It'll be, I think, a first down. They'll move the chains. 11-yard pickup from William Robertson, first down. That ball, that play designed to come outside, but as it was stretched out, the man for Middletown had good outside containment, so William had to cut it back up field and got a nice run there for a first down. Ball on the near hash mark, right at the 45-yard line, first down, Timberwolves. Backs in the I formation behind Julian Clavel at quarterback. William Robertson in the I back behind Ponce at fullback. Out of the power I, pitch to William Robertson coming the other way. And again, he cuts up the seam and gets some good positive yardage before he's hit right at about midfield. Picked up about 4, call it 2nd down and 6. Middletown runs a very similar offense as the first 2 plays from the Timberwolves here tonight. When Middletown gets the football, you'll see the Mustangs also run that power I. They try and work on the edge. They'll get a formation strong to one side with a wing and try and get that containment pushed to the inside and down block and then run to the outside. But Fort Bragg has run 2 similar type of plays here to open this game with some positive yardage each time. Again, they line up in that power I. Strong formation to the right. And they'll bring it this way. Pitch it back to William Robertson again. Got Ponce out in front. Cuts it inside. Got another first down up in Middletown territory to the 41-yard line. Nice move again. The Timberwolves just running it outside. Again, you get a tight end and a wing on one side. You block down. You lead with the fullback, and you've got some blockers that can get the job done, and you usually get some positive yardage. And the Timberwolves have been doing it there 3 straight plays. Again, out of that I formation. Clavel takes a snap, gives it to Robertson, this time off tackle, and he'll get probably about 4 yards up to about the 36-yard line. Just underway, first quarter, no score. Lindy Peters from MendocinoTV.com. We want to thank the folks that make it possible to bring you this game, including North Coast Brewing Company, the Mendocino Cookie Company, Zappa's Coffee, Dunlap Roofing, Ryan Perkins Attorney at Law, Fort Bragg Transmission and Auto Repair, Sport, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Roundman Smokehouse and Butcher Shop. Our thanks to our local sponsors that make it possible to bring you this local community event. 2nd down and 5 for the Timberwolves. First possession of the game. They'll have it Middletown territory out of the shotgun for the first time now. Clavel will take the snap. And he'll give it to Robertson on the option. Robertson trying to sweep around the left side, and he's going to get close to a first down up to near the 30-yard line, which is where he had to get. I think it's going to be 3rd down and short here, depending on the spot. It is going to be 3rd down and about a yard. The Timberwolves just shy of the 31-yard line. 8:53 to go, first quarter, no score, as Fort Bragg won the toss, took the opening kickoff, and have been moving the ball. Timeout for some reason here, an official timeout. Looking over towards the sideline for a moment. Now they're saying go ahead and go. Timberwolves break the huddle and come up to the line. Again, right over center, Clavel with his backs in the I formation. Clavel keeps it himself. Right up the middle he goes. He's got a first down inside the 30, down to about the 29-yard line. Fort Bragg marching with the football. Ball pretty much right at the middle part of the field now. At the Middletown 30-yard line as the Timberwolves have it 1st and 10. This time Curtis splits way out to the left. Backs are split behind Clavel. Clavel gives to the second man. Ponce coming through over the right side on a little crossbuck play out of the backfield. Ponce is stopped. They don't bring him down, but his initial progress is stopped at about the 26-yard line. So he did pick up some yards before he was stopped. About another 4-yard gain. Call it 2nd down and 6. I'm Lindy Peters from MendocinoTV.com. Thanks for joining us here this evening. Beautiful night for football and nice crowd on hand from Middletown. Long road trip over here. 2nd down and 5 for the Timberwolves. Clavel right over center again. Gives it to Robertson. Robertson cuts it inside and it's got close to a 1st down. Right at about the 20-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. I think it's going to be 3rd and short again. So Fort Bragg just methodically keeping the ball on the ground and moving that football. And a timeout. You can hear Coach Fortner across the way calling a timeout as he brings his defense over to talk about things on this 3rd down and short. We'll take a timeout here. The two teams here tonight, about 3 years ago, I think it was, that we were at Middletown for MendocinoTV.com not too long after the devastating fire that went through that area. The fire destroyed many structures, destroyed many lives, was fatal in some cases, and we happened to get over there for the first game back at Middletown High School after that fire. The community came together that night. You could feel it being there that night, and it almost didn't matter who won because the community came together. Fort Bragg did win that game. It was a big game, too, for the NCL1 standings. But it was a game I won't forget broadcasting because of the moment and because of the camaraderie and the great community feeling that was there that night for both teams. All right, 3rd down and short. Clavel again takes it, and the Fort Bragg offensive line doing another outstanding job as they did in the second half at St. Helena as we begin this game. Picking right up where they left off last week over there in Sonoma County. Getting a 1st down. And the ball now spotted at about the... looks like just shy of the 15-yard line. 7 minutes left here. Timberwolves also taking some time off the clock. They played 12-minute quarters, so this drive has already consumed 5 minutes off the clock. 2 men split way out here to the right now for Clavel, who will come out of the shotgun. William Robertson, the lone running back behind him on 1st down at the 15. Gives it to Robertson. Robertson over the left side, then cuts it back towards the middle. Gets some good, maybe about 4 yards, it looks like, down to about the 11 or 12. Well, shorter pickup than that. Called it about a 2-yard pickup. 2nd down and 8. Kind of hard to see on that far side of the field where they line that football up sometimes here from our perspective. No score, 6:23 to go 1st quarter. Timberwolves have taken this opening kickoff and have been steadily moving it downfield. In the red zone now. Right over center goes Clavel. Out of the power eye again. They'll give it to Robertson, sweeping the right side. He's got some blockers out there. Cuts it around, cuts it back, dives for the pylon. Can't get there, but he's out of bounds. Let's see where they spot it. He's going to be short of the 1st down, I think. His plant foot, when he dove, actually went out of bounds. Otherwise, he would have been right inside the 1, it looked like, just short of the pylon. But that plant foot hit the sideline, and he's out of bounds, short of the 1st down. And again, for the 3rd straight time, it's going to be 3rd down and about a yard. Clock stops with that ball going out of bounds. 5:57 to go. 1st quarter, no score. Curtis splitting way out left. Myrtle splits out to the right. Ponce slotted inside him. The lone back is Robertson. And again, Clavel takes it right up the middle. He's got 1st down yardage. Inside the 5, down to the 4, and the Timberwolves have it 1st and goal. I may have been premature, but I'm pretty sure that's a 1st down. They haven't moved the chains yet, though. Now they do. 1st down, Timberwolves. So Fort Bragg also, I hope I don't give it the announcer's curse, but mistake-free so far on this drive. And now they got it 1st and goal at the 4 in that power I formation. Clavel gives it to Robertson. He's hitting the backfield and is not going to get much. Might have got a yard from diving forward after he was hit. 2nd and goal. Looked like that ball was designed to go outside the football that time, but it got sealed off quickly, and Robertson had to go back inside. 2nd and goal, the ball spotted at about the 3-yard line. Power I again. Ponce, the fullback. William Robertson back behind him in the I formation. Clavel right over center. Gives it to Robertson, and he's in there. Touchdown, Timberwolves. They've taken the opening kickoff, and they have driven it down into the end zone with a steady ground game. And Fort Bragg takes a 6-0 lead, 4:48 to go, first quarter. I'm sorry, 9:48 to go, first quarter. Or no, is it? It's 4:48. I thought maybe the scoreboard had a light out over there. But they did take 7 minutes off the clock on that drive. Now that's old-fashioned football. Myrtle now to try the extra point for the Timberwolves. They've struggled a little bit at times on their extra points this year. There's a snap, spots down, the kick is blocked, and that has been a problem. Several kicks have been blocked this year by the opponents on the extra point attempts, but the good news is with 4:48 to go first quarter, the Timberwolves have scored first. The score, Fort Bragg 6, Middletown nothing. Lindy Peters from MendocinoTV.com, and we'll see what the Middletown Mustangs have on offense. You're going to see something similar, I think, coming at you here the other way when they get the football. The Timberwolves defense has steadily improved over the season. They opened the season with a big loss down at Castlemont in Oakland. And they came back with a victory over Valley Christian, and then they were defeated in a close game by Durham. And overall, as the season has progressed, they have steadily improved. And last week against St. Helena, they played very well. They also played pretty well against Kelseyville 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago it was now. So the point is they need to have a good game again here tonight because Middletown will bring it on offense. All right, Cody Velocity to kick it off. There's a kick. If it's a high end-over-end kick towards the sideline and right to the coach and out of bounds. So that'll be a penalty, and the Mustangs will no doubt accept that penalty and take the ball right where it went out of bounds, which was at about the 38-yard line. So it's 5 yards from where it went out of bounds. So actually very good field position for the Mustangs. They'll take over the ball at their own 44-yard line. First down, Middletown. So here we go. Over centers their quarterback, R.H. Hess. He's a senior. Backs split behind him. One receiver wide right. Formation strong. Back to pass is Hess. He rolls. He throws. Got a man open. Makes the catch. And breaks a couple of tackles and's got a first down, but I think there's a penalty flag down. The receiver that time was Dylan Tingle. They'll mark it up. I guess there was not a flag. I thought I saw a flag go down, but they're moving the chains and moving the ball up, so first down. Nice play that time as Middletown put the ball in the air. Coach Perkins, talking to him before the game, scouted Middletown and said that Hess is a pretty good quarterback. He can throw the ball pretty well. So backs once again back behind in the split formation. Hess back to pass, looking this way. Throw blocked in the air and incomplete. Second down. One of the linemen got his hands up. Might have been Mitchell that time. Timberwolves are at full strength. Last weekend, or last Friday night, I should say, at St. Helena, they were not at full strength. John Rexroad was not suited up, and Segura also was not suited up. But Jeremy is suited up tonight, as is Mr. Rexroad, and they're out there on the field. 2nd and 10 now for Middletown. Up to the line of scrimmage. Hess will take it right over center. Backs now in the I formation. Looks like they might be running to the left tackle side. They do, and underneath making the stop that time is Julian Clavel coming up from his linebacker or safety position, and it'll be 3rd down and 8. Little or no gain that time. So 3rd and 8. See if the Mustangs put it in the air. I don't know that they're in 4-down territory. They're at the Timberwolves 41-yard line. They may be, depending on what happens on this play. 3rd down and 8. Hess directing his back now to go back behind him a little bit from that wing spot. Man comes in motion now. They give to the man in motion, sweeping around the left side, and he is hit and dropped. Cody Velocity comes up and makes the stop for a loss. Back at the 45-yard line. They sniffed that play out nicely. It's 4th down and 11, and we'll see if the Mustangs punt or go for it here. It's early enough in the game, 6-0, that I would guess they would punt, knowing Coach Fortner. He's a pretty straightforward, traditional coach. And this early in the game, as I said, you may look for a fake. And I could hear the coaches down on the sideline yelling that same thing. Watch out for a fake. You got 3 backs up ahead of the punter at about the 41-yard line. There's a snap back. The punt is away. Nice kick. Taken back at the 17-yard line by Clavel. Sweeping to the left sideline. He goes to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, and up across the 35-yard line. So a nice return from Julian Clavel. The Timberwolves have it. 1st down at their own 37-yard line. 2:44 to go. First quarter, 6-0. The Timberwolves with the lead. And a good start. Offensively, they moved the ball down the field, took 7 minutes off the clock, scored a touchdown. Extra point was blocked, but then on defense, a 3 and out. Well, 1 first down and then a 3 and out. So good job by the defense that time as they get the ball back to the offense, leading 6-0. Robertson remains in the backfield with Ponce. Clavel coming up to the line of scrimmage. Will take it right over center. Another power formation, strong formation right side. The ball coming this way. Ponce gets it this time and follows his blockers up across the 40 to about the 41. Call it a 3-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Beautiful night for football. Glad you've joined us here on MendocinoTV.com. Middletown, not a close drive by any stretch of the imagination, but well represented across the sidelines there. Good crowd, and the Mustang football program always has a very supportive group of folks over there in Middletown that follow the team, both at home and away. So 2nd down and 7 for Fort Bragg at their own 41. Clavel gives it to the first guy, Robertson, who leapfrogs the first guy and then only picks up maybe a yard, setting up 3rd down and about 5. Under 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Well, here's a nice 3rd down situation for the Timberwolves. Big play for the defense, too, for Middletown. Fort Bragg's offensive line doing a good job here so far tonight. Now 3 men split out to the left, William Robertson, and the Timberwolves are going to call a timeout. Roy Perkins, I think, thought maybe they might be taking a little too much time, and they didn't want a penalty here on 3rd down, so he takes a timeout. 3rd and 5, we'll take a timeout with 1:21 to go first quarter. It's Fort Bragg 6 and Middletown nothing. And again, the community businesses that make it possible to bring you this game tonight include Dunlap Roofing, Mendocino Cookie Company, and Zappa's Coffee, North Coast Brewing Company, Ryan Perkins Attorney at Law, Roundman's Smokehouse and Butcher Shop, Sport Chrysler Jeep Dodge, and Fort Bragg Transmission and Auto Repair. Our thanks to those local businesses that make it possible to bring you Timberwolves football here tonight under the lights at Timberwolves Stadium. Well, after that timeout, Fort Bragg will have it 3rd down and 5. They have to get it out to about the 48-yard line to get a first down. All spotted right at the 43. So we'll see what they run. Curtis splits out here to the right. Vertle, top of your screen left. Over center, Julian Cavell. Backs are split behind him. And a fumble on the snap. And it looks like they were trying to draw Middletown off sides, and the center snapped it anyway. I don't know. It just looked like no one moved and the ball was snapped. And oftentimes what you'll do is you'll try and draw a team off sides on 3rd and 5 and get a freebie. And I wonder if 1 out of 11 didn't quite understand the play, and that was the most important guy. I don't know. It could have just been a miscommunication by the quarterback. But in any case, Timberwolves did recover the fumble, but they'll have to punt now, 4th and 4. There's a snap. Pons gets a punt away. It's a low kick. Takes a Fort Bragg bounce. It goes out of bounds at about the 30-yard line, so no return that time. And Fort Bragg will put their defense back out there again with 36.7 seconds to go. First quarter, Fort Bragg 6, Middletown nothing. Mustangs, you see some of them wearing the pink socks. A lot of athletes wearing pink this month of October. All right, right over center, Hess with his backs in the I formation. This is that power I. Try and seal off the side and probably go to the right. Let's see. There's that pitch to the right. Here it comes. And they seal it off this time a little bit, and they get some yardage. But nice move by Cody Velocci once again underneath the blockers. He came underneath and was able to tackle Nico Barrio with little or no gain. 2nd down and 10. I thought that play was going to bust open there when it got to this edge, but Velocci came around, crossed nicely there and made the stop. So 2nd down, no gain, 2nd and 10. Barrio remains in the backfield along with Tingle. Hess at quarterback. And there's the end of the first quarter. How about that? The score at the end of the first 12 minutes tonight, it's Fort Bragg 6 and Middletown nothing. I'm Lindy Peters from MendocinoTV.com. We'll freeze our camera on the scoreboard here and get set for the second quarter. But again, at the end of one, it is Fort Bragg 6, Middletown nothing. I'm Lindy Peters from MendocinoTV.com. We'll take a short little break here and get set for some more football in just a couple seconds. So the teams will shift positions now, and again, there's no wind tonight, so there's no advantage one way or another to whatever side of the field you're on. Fort Bragg on defense, 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball right at the 30-yard line. This time very tight formation, double tight end, back split behind Hess. And he gives. 2nd man through, big hole this time, but he's going to be short of the first down, tripped up by Ponce nicely. That was Drake Harbison with the ball. He picked up about 9, I think. It's going to be 3rd down, about a yard. Again, what you do defensively against Middletown is you look to see where that wing and where the tight ends are lined up, and typically they'll run to that side. They do have a counter, though, where they'll take a step that direction, try and get you to flow that way, and then come back the other way. 3rd and 1, I formation for the Mustangs. Defense stacks up. There's to give the first man coming through, and he's got the first down, I think. Across the 40 anyway, and it is a first down across the 41-yard line. That was Tingle who picked up the first down. 1st and 10. Well, you wonder if that missed extra point is going to come back and haunt the Timberwolves. Actually, it was a blocked kick. Long way to go here tonight. 41-yard line, first down, Middletown. And one of the Mustangs on the left guard, it looked like, moved. It's going to be procedure against Middletown, and not too many penalties tonight, but so 5 yards the other way, and the Timberwolves will take it. 1st and 15. Ball at the 36-yard line. Both teams running the football most of the time here so far. 1st and 15. We'll see if Middletown puts it in the air here. Back to passes, Hess. Play action. Got a man wide open. He makes the catch at the 40 to the 30. And down he goes at the 28. Making the catch that time was Nash Field. So big play on 3rd and 15. They get or 1st and 15. They get a first down all the way down to the Timberwolves 30-yard line. First down, Middletown. One man splits way out here to the right. Pass over center with his backs in the I formation. He gives to the second man, Tingle. Stiff arms one man and then is stopped. Robertson and Myrtle combine on the stop. I'm sorry, that was not Tingle. That was Harbison, the ball carrier. Call it a loss. 2nd and 11. Ball back now at about the 31. Big play. Hess Field actually was so open I thought it might go all the way, but it was a big play. 2nd down and 11 nonetheless. Hess gives to the first guy coming through, and he's got little or nothing. That time stopped nicely. That was Cody Velasi in on the stop. Also Mitchell and Myrtle helped finish him off. No gain again, 3rd down and 10. We're in the second quarter. Fort Bragg 6, Middletown nothing. 9:05 to go in the second quarter. And another 3rd down and long for Middletown. They put it in the air and got a nice play for a first down to bring it all the way down to this point of the field, and now it's 3rd and 10 again. Harbison splits way out to the right. Man goes in motion. Back to passes Hess. He's looking that way. Pump fakes, and he is sacked! Isaac Arnold also in there for the Timberwolves was Price. The sack bringing it all the way back to the 40-yard line. 4th down and over 20 yards to go for a first down, and that was a big play. It looks like they were setting up a swing pass to Barrio out in the left flat, and Hess was wise not to throw it because the Timberwolves had that defense nicely, and then there was really nothing he could do but drop back and take a sack at that point. Rexroad back to receive the punt. Middletown to kick it from about their 45-yard line. There's the snap. Bad snap. Gets a bounce. It's on the ground. Myrtle tackles one man. The ball's picked up. He's running. Still on his feet, and down he goes with a penalty flag. Comes flying in there. Well, that was an odd play. Nico Barrio picked up that ball, and, you know, it, for a moment looked like he might get away up the left sideline. He is a skilled player, you know, he's one of their ball carriers. And now we'll see what the penalty's about. It came flying in there. Usually there's a block on something like that, some sort of illegal block, but you never know. Let's wait and see what they call here. It had been pretty penalty free here up until now, and now
illegal block in the back, offense number 7. The line of game was not obtained. The penalty is the final result of the play. First down for Bragg. All right, we'll take that. Thank you. Good call, ref.
So they didn't take the penalty because, well, I think it was after a change of position. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The bottom line is, as you would expect, that was a 4th down play. The ball is spotted at their own 46-yard line, and they'll have it first down, Timberwolves. Clavel gives it to the second back. That's William Robertson in the game, picking up about 5 or 6. Another good gain. 7:41 to go in the second quarter. Fort Bragg 6, Middletown nothing. Lindy Peters here from MendocinoTV.com. Thanks for joining us here this evening under the lights at Timberwolves Stadium. That was a longer gain than I thought. 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4. Curtis splits way out here to the left. Clavel will take it out of the shotgun. And he fakes the handoff and keeps it himself, and he's going to go down for a loss. That play was not, they were not fooled one bit that time. That was Nash Field Also in on the stop for Middletown was Brett Clevenger, and a loss, 3rd down and 6. Ball just short of midfield. Almost looked like Middletown was expecting Clavell to keep that ball the entire time. 2 players who could have gone for the fake, neither one of them did. And they both combined for the stop. 3rd down now for the Timberwolves. Clavell takes a snap from the shotgun, looks over the middle, pass to Curti. He's got it right over the middle. He's got a 1st down and more to the 40, to the 35, and out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. The same play that worked so well against St. Helena has worked again tonight. That was a big play to open the second half, you might recall, on a 3rd down play at St. Helena last week, if you were there or saw the game. And there it is again, successfully getting a 1st down on 3rd and long, and Fort Bragg has it 1st down, spotted at the 33-yard line of Middletown. 6:22 to go, second quarter, 6-0 Timberwolves. Myrtle splitting out here left now. Clavell out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, gives it to the first guy coming through. That's Rexroad. He's got some good yardage. Again, picking up 4 or 5 yards across the 30 down to about the 28. And the Timberwolves offensive line, once again, doing a good job. One of the Middletown Mustangs is down. Timeout called now for injury. And let's hope he's okay. Coach Fortner's out there, seeing if he's in need of some medical attention, or this is maybe the wind knocked out. You just don't know when a player's lying like that on their back. Sometimes it's just the wind knocked out of him. He doesn't seem to be holding his leg or his arm or anything. Taking his helmet off now. Again, this is one of the things you just do not like to see at any level. And he's up and seems to be okay. So that was Grayson Rockwell. Grayson Rockwell walking off, seems to be okay. 2nd down and about 5 for the Timberwolves as we come back to action here. 6:09 to go in the half. Fort Bragg with a 6-0 lead. Game moving along fairly quickly here as the Timberwolves and the Mustangs keeping the ball on the ground for the most part. Nice pass play to Curti a moment ago, though. Got the Timberwolves down into Middletown territory. Clavell right over center. Pitches back to Rexroad, trying to get around the left side. Now he cuts it back inside. Still got his feet under him, and then gets inside the 20 to the 19. That is a Timberwolves 1st down in the red zone. Looked like Rexroad was going to go down that time, and he just kept churning and got some good yardage on that run. So 1st and 10, right inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Clavell gets his formation set up. Now putting Curti on the other side. Myrtle comes across the formation as well. Robertson, the lone back behind Clavell out of the shotgun. And the Timberwolves, I think, are going to burn another timeout because it took too long to get that formation. 5:29 to go in the half. That's still, you've got 5:29 to go in the half and still got 1 timeout. So that was, again, a good timeout. You're in the enemy territory in the red zone there, and you just don't want to make a mistake like too much time, delay a game. That's a mistake where it's more of a mental mistake oftentimes than an actual mistake. And as any coach will tell you, you'll forgive physical mistakes, but mental mistakes, that's why you have practice, and that's why you draw things up and try and work on them, because you don't want to make those mental mistakes. Nonetheless, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line for Fort Bragg. Clavell, the same formation. Myrtle and Curti split out right. Robertson behind Clavell out of the shotgun. They'll give it to Robertson as he goes over to the left side, cuts it back inside, breaks a tackle inside the 10 down to the 6-yard line. Another Timberwolves 1st down if they spot it where it looks like it's going to be spotted. It'll be 1st and goal. William Robertson, who had such an outstanding game last week at St. Helena, is picking up right where he left off, really with some tough yardage. Oftentimes when you try and get outside, you'll get outside and, you'll be clean. No one will even touch you. But Robertson is having to cut it back inside. They're doing a good job of outside containment. Middletown, really, for the most part. Yardage has been inside. There's another inside handoff to Rexroad. And there he breaks a tackle inside the 5 down to about the 4. Second and goal. And best of all, the clock continues to run. And if you've got the lead, that's what you want to happen. 6-0 the score. 4:46 to go in the half. Fort Bragg knocking on the door down inside the 5 now at the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Curti comes out. Robertson in the backfield. Arenas also checks in. Rexroad comes out. Ponce and Robertson right out of that power I formation. Clavel looks back behind him. Takes the snap. Gives it to William Robertson. He's got some good yardage. He's in. Touchdown, Timberwolves. 4:10 to go in the half, and the Timberwolves have scored again. It's 12-0 Fort Bragg. Good old smash mouth football. Fort Bragg taking advantage of their offensive line the last half of the game at St. Helena and the first half of this game tonight so far have been dominant. Now they'll go for 2. Clavel out of that same formation, the power I. Robertson at tailback. They'll give it to Robertson. Over the left side, fighting. I don't think he got there, though. No, he did not. So, again, the extra point attempt is no good. And the score, with 4:10 to go before half, it is Fort Bragg 12 and Middletown nothing. I'm Lindy Peters from MendocinoTV.com. Thanks for joining us here on a Friday night. Pretty nice, really. Thought it might get pretty cold, and it still might, but that cold marine layer fog hasn't rolled in just yet. You can see it a little bit on your screen starting to roll in. There are times when it's pretty hard to even follow the ball with our camera here at Timberwolves Stadium when that marine layer rolls in. But so far, so good tonight. Fort Bragg 12, Middletown nothing. As I said, this is a big game. If the Timberwolves can get a win here tonight and beat Willits next week, then they're pretty much guaranteed a playoff spot, I would think, and might even get a home game. Good chance that Fort Bragg will have that home game, but there's a long ways to go before then. They got to get a win here tonight. They got to get a win again next week. So can't really start thinking about that, but something to sort of keep in the back of your mind. There's a bouncing kickoff fielded up by Field. And the tackle made at about the 40-yard line by Velasi, who kicked it off and then made the tackle. Don't see that too often. First down at the 40-yard line. And once again, the Mustangs will have good field position to start on offense. Fort Bragg 12, Middletown nothing. 4:04 to go, first half. Hess gets his instructions from the sideline and trots out there. Mustangs come up to the line of scrimmage with that tight, double tight end formation. Wing on the left side. See if they run that way. They do. They give it to Tingle. Tingle over the left tackle, and he gets about 3. Second down and 7. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. Getting a little bit of that cool air now. May have spoke too soon. Middletown breaks the huddle and comes up to the line of scrimmage. Mario splits out here to the right. Clevenger splits out left, backs in the I formation behind Hess. Hess looks over to the sideline for a moment now. Taps his back. Back to pass, looking to his left, throws, got the man there. Clevenger makes the catch. Robertson knocks him out of bounds, but not before he gets a first down. Across midfield to the Timberwolves 46-yard line. 3:14 to go in the half. We'll keep our eye on the clock. Fort Bragg with a 12-0 lead. Clevenger got open that time rather easily, just ran an out pattern. One thing that happens when you run the football a lot, you can lull the defense into thinking every play is going to be a run and effectively throw the football. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Hess gives. Barrio trying the right side. Oh, he's hit hard and dropped back. That time that was Delgado, number 74, that made the big hit. Clavel also came in. Maybe a yard, 2nd and 9. Under 3 minutes to go now here in this half. Right out of that power eye again, wing on this right side, tight end over here as well. Look for him to maybe run this way. Instead, back to pass. Hess got a lot of time, throws it over the middle, deep pass. Barrios there, can't make the catch, incomplete. Good coverage from William Robertson, and Hess is down. He was hit hard that time as he threw the ball. Segura made the hit, and he is still on the ground. I hope he's okay. He took a hit right as he threw that football. That ball was there. It was a nice throw. Both players going for it, and just maybe a foot or a yard overthrown. That's going to have to come out for a play, because anytime you stop action for an injury, you have to come out for a play. Hess will come out, and they'll have another quarterback for at least one play on 3rd down and long. So a new quarterback is in there over center. I think that's Perez. I didn't quite see his number. It is. Perez back to pass. And he throws, and it's caught short of the 1st down, but it's 4-down territory here. How about that? Comes off the bench and completes a pass up to the 38-yard line of the Timberwolves. Setting up 4th down and 3. 2 minutes to go in the half. Fort Bragg leading 12-0. Perez still in the game. Hess remains on the sideline. Out of that I formation. They'll pitch it back to Barrio. Barrio trying the right side. Cuts it back. A penalty flag goes down. Tingle might have been guilty of a block in the back that time, number 44 for Middletown. They threw it right at his direction. Let's see. Or, could have been on the tackler as well. We haven't seen a whole lot of penalties tonight, thankfully. There it is, holding. Oh, it was not Tingle. So on that 4th down play, the penalty is declined. It's against Middletown. The Timberwolves will take it over 1st down. 1:37 to go in the half, leading 12-0. Now, mind you, Middletown will get the ball to begin the second half. So will Fort Bragg sit on it here, or will they try and score? I think they'll just keep it on the ground and see if they can have some success. They give it to William Robertson. He, over the right side, gets maybe a yard to about the 40. Called 2nd down and 9. Middletown has timeouts left. I'll see if they decide to use them here to see if they can get the ball back. It doesn't look like they're going to. Minute 16, minute 15, minute 14, clock ticking down. Maybe they're happy to just go in at 12-0. Backs in the I formation behind Clavel. Pitch it back to William Robertson. Has a lead block from Ponce. Tries to get over the left side and gets out of bounds at about the 43. Stops the clock. William probably wanted to keep it in bounds on 3rd down. Or 2nd down. It's not going to be 3rd down, but I think the idea was to try and keep that ball in bounds if you could. Keep that clock running. 55.5 seconds to go here in this first half as number 5 goes back out to the huddle. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. 3rd down and call it 5. Clavel, play action, bootleg, running to his right, going to keep the ball. He's got a first down, and out of bounds he goes. Across midfield to about the 44-yard line of Middletown. Still 46 seconds to go. The Timberwolves might decide to try and go for it here. I don't know. You might recall when Lower Lake tried that here against the Timberwolves. Was it Lower Lake? Anyway, one of the games right before halftime, a team got a little pass happy there when maybe they should have run the ball and turned into a pick six for Fort Bragg. Pitch back to Rexroad it is. Rexroad's got some blockers. Ooh, nice play as Rexroad continues to run and slip tacklers. It gets inside the 40 down to about the 36-yard line. And Fort Bragg will call a timeout with 16.3 seconds to go. They got one timeout left, and they use it. Rexroad's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be second down at about a yard. 16 seconds to go. If they've got any kind of a trick play or something they think might work to go the distance, now's the time to see if they can get it to go. So the Timberwolves with a timeout. Talk it over here, leading 12-0. And we want to once again thank our sponsors that make it possible to bring you this broadcast on MendocinoTV.com, including North Coast Brewing Company, Mendocino Cookie Company, and Zappa's Coffee, Dunlap Roofing, Ryan Perkins Attorney at Law, Roundman Smokehouse and Butcher Shop, and Fort Bragg Transmission and Auto Repair, and also Sport Chrysler Jeep Dodge, your favorite sport. So Coach Perkins goes over his last-minute instructions here. 16 seconds to go before half. 12-0 the score. Possibly time for two plays. I wouldn't think any more than that. Maybe just one, depending on what happens. Officials now, as they come back to play, hold the clock for a moment. Now we're set to go. They're going to start that clock as soon as they set the ball down. Or snap the ball. Clavel back to pass, looking over the left sideline, throwing deep for Rexroad, and he falls down, and he's going to get called for pass interference himself, I think. It looked almost as though he contacted number 3, Guy Boyd, going for the ball, more so than the other way, so let's see. 10 seconds to go. Pass interference. It is. That's... So Rexroad looked like he tackled him to prevent the interception, which anyway, I'm trying to see where we are on the field here. It's going to be back at the 49-yard line, so it's going to be second down and 15, but there's 10 seconds to go before half, so this should be the final play. So Fort Bragg sends in a play. And like I said, this should be the final play of the half. Timberwolves having trouble getting enough players out on the field for this play. Now Price runs back out there. Now we're set. See if they get it off. They do. And no gain at all. As Rexroad gets the handoff. Oh, boy. They blew the whistle. He never even went down. Clock continues to run, and that'll do it. That's the end of the first half. The score, Fort Bragg 12, Middletown nothing. I'm Lindy Peters from MendocinoTV.com. Hey, good first half for the Middletown Mustangs and the Fort Bragg Timberwolves. But on the scoreboard, it's Fort Bragg 12, Middletown nothing. We're going to take a break here for halftime at MendocinoTV.com, so stick around. Boy, this is still anybody's ball game in the second half. Mustangs will get it to begin the second half, so we'll see what happens. But right now, it's all Timberwolves on the scoreboard. Fort Bragg 12, Middletown nothing. We'll be back for the second half here at MendocinoTV.com in a few minutes. I'm Lindy Peters. Stick around. The second half will be coming up.
within security. And so without further ado, I'd like to introduce this year's 2008 Jerry Mello Foundation Youth Volunteer Year Award to Annalise Keaton. And in addition to the trophy that we gave to her, we also have a proclamation from our assembly member and our senator from the state of California acknowledging her achievements, as well as a congressional recognition as well from Congressman Huffman. She will also have her name on this plaque that includes other past volunteers that'll be in City Hall. And again, congratulations, Annalise. And for the others. So we also have a plaque for the winner, Annalise. And for our nominees as well, Clay. Congratulations. And Athena. Oh, that's Clay. Congratulations, Clay. And Athena. Yeah, let's get a quick picture here.
Let's go, boys!
All right, everybody, welcome back to Timberwolves Stadium. I'm Lenny Peters from MendocinoTV.com. It's Fort Bragg 12, Middletown nothing. If the Timberwolves can get a win here tonight and a win next week, good chance they're headed for the playoffs for the North Coast section and maybe even get a home game. So they really want to continue to have another 24 minutes of solid football here in the second half and try and create their own destiny. All right, we'll get ready for the kickoff. The Timberwolves will be kicking off to begin the second half. Remember, they took the opening kickoff, and they marched it right downfield and scored the first touchdown in this game. So now they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Cody Velocity to kick it off. Clevenger back there to receive. I think that's Barrio back there with him on the near side. So Velocity to kick it off. There's the kickoff. Low grounder. picked up by Field at the 25. He is hit at the 35-yard line by Rexroad and dropped from the side almost immediately upon hitting the 35-yard line. So first down, Middletown. Hess, the quarterback who was injured briefly to end that first half, is back out on the field. He is right there with his coach on the sideline. There he is trotting out to the huddle now, so that's good to see. Apparently he's going to be okay. First and 10, Middletown at their own 35-yard line. Out of that power formation, backs are split behind Hess. And Timberwolves jump off sides that time. It looked like Segura was the guilty party. Well, anxious to begin the first play of the second half. 5 yards back the wrong direction, up to the 40-yard line. It'll be first and 5. Again, up to the line of scrimmage out of that power formation. Hess gives it to the second man through Clevenger. Boy, he's got some good room, but a nice tackle by Clavel, or he would have possibly got up the sideline to the left there, but a first down nonetheless. I think he only needed 5 yards. There it is, first down indication now. So Middletown comes right out and gets a first down. But the penalty, of course, certainly helped. So at the 45-yard line on the far hash mark, first and 10, Middletown. Give to second man coming through again. That's Clevenger, and again a nice pickup, close to a first down, about 9 yards, as Middletown's come out looking pretty good here in this early action in the second half. Call it a 9-yard gain, second and 1. Most of that first half, the Timberwolves dominated the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football, offense and defense. Second and 1. Tight formation again for the Mustangs. They give to second man Clevenger, first down and more, and he breaks into the open field to the 30, to the 25. I think he's out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. Same play twice in a row there, where they're just basically going off that left tackle on that little counter play. First down, Mustangs at the Timberwolves 27-yard line. And the Timberwolves call a quick timeout as Coach Perkins sees something he needs to tell his players or remind them. 10:29 to go. We're in this first part of the second half, and third quarter early on here. Fort Bragg 12, Middletown nothing. So a defensive timeout to try and gather around the coach and see if they can't get up to speed here. Following the timeout, the Mustangs have it on the far hash mark. First down at the Timberwolves, call it the 27-yard line. Backs in the I formation. Hess pitches back to the back man. That's Barrio. He cuts around the right side. He's got some room and is horse-collared out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Picks up another big gain, about 8 yards, and Middletown now starting to do a much better job blocking up front and getting to the edge and blocking down on the line of scrimmage. So they now bring it down to the 20-yard line where it'll be second down and 3. Again, 2 tight ends. Hess gives to the first man. He's got some room right over the middle, and Pons drops him, but not before a first down inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Nothing fancy, really. Just giving it to that first guy through, and it seems like the Timberwolves defense is keying more on the quarterback and the tailback, and by the time they realize the ball carrier has the football, he's almost by him on the line of scrimmage anyway. So 1st and 10, Middletown. Hess gives it to Clevenger, this time over left tackle, and gang tackled. Or that's Harbison, the ball carrier. You got 22, 33, and 44 at skill position there. Harbison's 22, Clevenger's 33, and wearing 44 is Tingle. So my apologies, I mixed two of them up there on one of those plays. Anyway, it's Harbison in the backfield, along with Tingle now. Hess over center. One man split out left. Man comes in motion now. They give to Tingle. Tingle over the left side. Nothing that time. 3rd down. Ball right at about the 10-yard line. So big play here. 3rd down and maybe lost a yard. 3rd down about 7. Now remember the Timberwolves missed both extra points. The first touchdown, the kick was blocked. The second touchdown, the 2-point conversion failed. So it's 12-0. And you never know at the time, but sometimes those are the kind of failed extra point attempts that can come back and haunt you. 3rd down at the 10. Hess back to pass, throws quickly, caught. Barrios in, touchdown Mustangs. Breaking a tackle at about the 10-yard line. Or inside the 10, didn't matter. It was a touchdown, and the Mustangs are on the board as 12-6. And now let's see what they do for an extra point. So 7:49 to go, 3rd quarter. It's 12-6 now, and here comes the extra point attempt. Snap, spots down, the kick is up, and it is good. So that's huge. It's now 12-7. That means one touchdown, and Middletown takes the lead. If the Timberwolves can't put any more points on the board. So Middletown comes out, takes the second half kickoff, marches right downfield, and scores a touchdown with big chunks of yardage on almost every play.
I'd like to remind you folks, the Timberwolves boosters dine out, dinner, and silent auction at night.
So we'll see if Fort Bragg can answer here with a kickoff. Rexroad will be back to return along with Curti. Middletown to kick it off from the 40-yard line.
Help support the Fort Bragg Timberwolves boosters.
Jorge Fonseca, who kicked that extra point, is set to kick it off. Kicks it off, end over end kick, short kick, taken by one of the up men, Price. He gets it across the 35, up to about the 36-yard line. So Fort Bragg will have it. Call it the 37-yard line. 7:43 to go, 3rd quarter. Now we got a game. It's 12-7. Timberwolves with the lead. First time they've got the football here in the second half. Backs in the I formation. Clavel over center. There's the give to William Robertson, and that's defended nicely by Middletown this time. Not much. 2nd down and call it a yard. 2nd down and 9. Middletown always very well coached. You can bet at halftime any adjustments that needed to be made were certainly passed along to his team from Coach Fortner. 2nd down and 9. Backs split behind Clavel. Play action. Fake. Rolling to his left. Now he looks like he's going to run. Got a little room and is out of bounds, but picked up some yardage. It's going to be third down and call it 6. I think he picked up a couple of yards. Remember, he's a left-hand thrower, so anytime he's rolling to his right, he's got to throw back across his body. And not the easiest throw to make as quarterback when you're on the move. Robertson comes out now on third down and 5. Rexroad in. Down to 7 minutes to go, third quarter. Ball out of bounds, stopping the clock. 3rd and 5. Big play for the Timberwolves here in the third quarter. Middletown is stacked up to the line of scrimmage. A lot of players. Pitch back to Rexroad. They've strung it out nicely. Rexroad cuts it back inside. He's short of the first down, and a penalty flag is down, most likely against the Timberwolves. Holding against Fort Bragg is the call. So this second half not starting out well at all for the Timberwolves. My guess is Middletown will refuse the penalty. It'll be 4th down, and Timberwolves will have to punt. They might take it to really put them back deep in the territory, and they're going to do that. Well, let's see what happens. They've given the Timberwolves a chance here. 3rd and 15. They could have taken over the football instead of refuse the penalty, and they'd had Timberwolves on 4th down. And instead, they give them a 3rd down and 15. This is probably where you're going to see that little pass across to Curti coming across the middle. There he is, sweeping across. There's a pass, and they sniffed that one out. They were waiting for it. That was Clevenger, and it'll be 4th down. So it worked out. Well, you can only go to the well so many times. That play worked 3 straight times, but even I knew that was coming, and so did Middletown. So now it's a punt for the Timberwolves here. And bad snap. Ponce fields the snap, gets a kick away. It's a low kick, fielded by Barrio at the 32. And he's up to the 40. Penalty flags are down right at midfield. And this penalty is going to go against Middletown, I think. It looked to me like there was a penalty all the way back here at about the 35-yard line. Curti looked like he got blocked from behind. Let's see what the call is. There it is. So there's the penalty against the Mustangs. So 6:26 to go. Fort Bragg leading 12-7. The Mustangs will have the football for the second time here in the second half. They went right down and scored the first time they had the football. So up to the line of scrimmage come the Mustangs. Again, backs. Well, this time they have 2 wings. Man comes in motion. They'll give it to second man coming through, Harbison, and he breaks up the left sideline. He's got some room. He's across midfield. He could go all the way. And he's tackled from behind at the 25-yard line. A saving tackle from the Timberwolves as William Robertson makes the tackle at the 28. And this is a completely different half. It's all Middletown so far. Fort Bragg is getting beat on both sides of the line of scrimmage right now. Still leading on the scoreboard 12-7, but they better turn things around here because the Mustangs have got the momentum. Hess, backs are split behind him, 2 tight ends. Gives it to the first man, and he's not going to get much this time. Well, he does as he breaks through Barrio. And, boy, I tell you what, good second effort that time. Inside the 20. And Middletown is just grinding out chunks of yardage like the Timberwolves did in the first half. Mustangs down now inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. 8-yard pickup called 2nd and 2. I formation now behind Hess. Tangle Barrio behind him. There's his pitch back, but penalty flags will stop the play.
Offense number 5. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
There's a 5-yard penalty. 2nd down and 7 now. All right, 2nd down now, 7. Hess over center, double tight end formation. Back to pass, looks, throws. Man's there, he's got it. Touchdown Mustangs. This has been a completely different second half. As Hess put it right on the money. Clevenger made the catch. And the Mustangs have taken the lead, 13-7 or 13-12. I'm sorry. On now to kick the extra point is Fonseca. There's a snap, spots down. The kick looked wide to me, but it's good. Just got through that left upright. So it's 14-12 Middletown. And it took them less than 8 minutes to take the lead here in the second half. They took the opening kickoff in the second half, went right down and scored, held the Timberwolves, got the ball, went right down and scored, and easily scored both times. So Fort Bragg's going to have to suck it up here, as they did at St. Helena last week when they trailed at halftime, although it seemed like they really came out strong in the second half, and they sure came out strong in the first half here tonight. But, boy, they are flat right now. But give credit to the Mustangs. They are on fire, and whatever adjustments that they made at halftime have been hugely successful and paid big dividends so far. So the Mustangs will kick it off. I wouldn't even be surprised to see an onside kick the way things are going. Well, there is a ground ball, and it's sitting there on the field and finally picked up. Nope, it is. I think Fort Bragg has it, but boy, they do. Rexroad gets the loose ball. Well, the Timberwolves will see if they can answer. Starting to get a little chilly here now. 14-12 Middletown. Back split behind Clavel over center. Pitch gives it to first man coming through. Got about 4 yards from about the 34 up to about the 38. Maybe a 3-yard pickup. Call it 4. 2nd down and 6. Ball here on the near hash mark. Fort Bragg breaks the huddle and comes up to the line of scrimmage. Curtis splitting way out here left. Backs are in the I formation behind Clavel. Pitch back to William Robertson trying to get around the right side. And he didn't get much. Got to about the 40. 3rd down and call it about 5. And again, that first half, the Timberwolves were getting 6, 7, 8 yards a carry. And here in the second half, boy, it's tough going so far. 3:22 to go, third quarter, 14-12 Middletown. on the far hash mark. Clavel out of the shotgun now on 3rd down and 4. He'll take the snap. Back to pass. Swing pass. Caught by Robertson. Trying to get outside. Gets to the 40. Gets to the 45. Dives forward. I think he's got the first down. A second effort from William Robertson. A beautiful second effort. Gives the Timberwolves a first down at the 48. That pass right on the money, and William Robertson really getting that yardage on his own there after the catch. He comes out now for a play as Rexroad checks back in. First down, Timberwolves at their own 48-yard line. Wyatt splitting out to the right now. Backs in the I formation. Rexroad at tailback. Clavel over center. Gives it to Rexroad. He's hitting the backfield. And they really have made some adjustments here in the second half. That's Taylor Briner making the stop, the junior linebacker. Second down and 11, a loss of a yard. Second down, 11, ball back at the 47-yard line now. Rexroad in the backfield along with Clavel. 2 men split out to the right. Penalty flags are down. Too much time, I think. No, they had one of the defenders was offsides in the neutral zone. So that's a 5 yards penalty, and that's a good one for the Timberwolves. Second down now and about 6. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Fort Bragg trailing by 2, 14-12. They give it to Rexroad. He's got some room. Slips one tackler and gets across the 40 to the 34-yard line. Best way to describe Rexroad when he's on the loose, he's slippery. He seems to somehow elude tacklers. All right, first down now at the 34. And whistles stops action. Penalty flag down. So 5-yard penalty against the Timberwolves. So it'll be 1st and 15. If you are going to get a 5-yard penalty, do it on first down. Clock now runs, 1:25 to go in this third quarter. Middletown has scored 2 unanswered touchdowns and 2 extra points to take a 14-12 lead. 1st and 15. Clavel gives it to Ponce. Ponce picks up maybe 2. Setting up second down at about 12 or 13, down to a minute to go. The Timberwolves probably will just get one more play off here in this third quarter. So second down and 13. William Robertson a little late running back out onto the field there. Well, here we go. Clavel right over center. Robertson back behind him. Gives it to William Robertson, trying to get outside to the left side. Gets around one man and is out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. He did pick up a few, but it's going to be short of the first down, and that should do it. Actually, the clock stops because he was out of bounds there with 20. Can't tell if that's 2.1 seconds or 21 seconds. Anyway, it's third down and 6. Big play for the Timberwolves here, although at the 30-yard line of Middletown, they could be in 4-down territory. Wyatt way out left. Myrtle split inside him on the slot. They give it to William Robertson over the right side. He's short of the first down. Didn't get much. That'll be the end of the third quarter. The Timberwolves will have it 4th down to begin the fourth quarter, and Middletown leading 14-12. So the clock continues to run. That'll do it. That's the end of the third quarter. The score now, Middletown 14 and Fort Bragg 12. I'm Lindy Peters from MendocinoTV.com. Thanks to North Coast Brewing Company, Mendocino Cookie Company, and Zappa's Coffee, Dunlap Roofing, Ryan Perkins Attorney at Law, Fort Bragg Transmission and Auto Repair, Sport Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and Roundman Smokehouse and Butcher Shop for bringing you Timberwolves football tonight. We'll take a break. Hey, 12 minutes of football left, 14-12 Middletown. All right, here we go. Fourth quarter now. 4th down and 6 for the Timberwolves. The ball at the 29-yard line. And Fort Bragg having trouble getting the right personnel out there. Boy, I tell you what, this is such a big play. You definitely want to. And they're moving on. I mean, it's just unbelievable how a play this important, they just completely falling apart right now. No question about it. Just completely falling apart. Wrong personnel out there. Guy takes a step before the snap. Total confusion on a 4th down. Huge play here to begin the 4th quarter. You just can't do that stuff. Now it's 4th and 10. So let's see if they can overcome that mistake. Middletown fired up. Ears pinned back. Here they come. Clavel back to pass. Pumps. Throws. Caught, but short of the first down. So Middletown will take over on downs. First down, Middletown. Ball at the 20. Now, had they not had the penalty, that would have been a first down. As it is, the Mustangs take over first down. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that things seem to be disintegrating for Fort Bragg. And hard to figure out why. Still a lot of time left. 14-12 Middletown. They've got the football at the Timberwolves 29-yard line. But they've been running it very easily here so far in the second half. Man comes in motion across the formation. They give to him, and he is tackled. There's a nice play. Cody Velocci gets in there and makes the stop. That was a big play there. Second down and 15. 5-yard loss, takes it back to the 21-yard line. That's the type of play the Timberwolves need more of right there. So the Mustangs now will see if they put it in the air. They've had success passing. Hess, play action. No, he gives it. Man, Tingle's got the ball, got some good yardage up about 5 or 6 yards anyway, close to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10. We'll keep our eye on the clock now. 14-12 Middletown, 10:55 to go in the game. 3rd and 11 now. Hess has done a good job on 3rd down here. He got a 10-yard touchdown pass, just last score on 3rd and 10. So it's 3rd and 10 again. Man comes in motion. Hess back to pass. Looking to his right. Scrambles out to his right. Throws it downfield, and it's incomplete. Pass looks like it was intended that time for Clevenger. So it'll be 4th and 11, and the defense for Timberwolves, when they had to, came up with a big hold there. The first play of that series, that sack or that loss of several yards on a tackle in the backfield by Velocci, the big play defensively in that series. So Rexroad back to receive the punt. Middletown set to punt. Fort Bragg's been victimized by a fake punt twice this year for touchdowns. Not this time. There's the punt. It's away from Rexroad. Takes a Middletown bounce along the sideline. Rexroad touches it, picks it up, drops it, and Middletown has it. I think. Middletown has the football. Rexroad tried to pick it up, touched it, and that's not what you want to do. So the Mustangs will have it. And like I said, everything is just going their way right now. And the Timberwolves, I don't know, palms up, shoulders are shrugged. But, boy, this second half, they have completely fallen apart. Completely. First down, Middletown at the 31-yard line. And that time, Middletown jumps. So maybe it's contagious. I'm sure no one feels worse on the field right now than number 23. He had a penalty a moment ago against him on fourth down, and now commits that first turnover of the game right there. And a huge one it was. So 5-yard penalty on first down, 1st and 15. The ball at the Timberwolves' 36-yard line. Middletown with Hess at quarterback. Gives to the second man coming through, and he's hit and dropped. Cody Velasi made the stop. Another loss of the play. So second down and 16. And if the defense really needs to come through now, if they can hold them here and get the ball back in the offense's hands, there's still a lot of time left, 9:44 to go, but the clock becomes important now. 14-12 Middletown. Those two missed extra points. As I said, when they missed the first one, could come back and haunt them. And they certainly have right now anyway. Hess, back to pass. Got some time, throws. Oh, nearly intercepted as Clavel stepped in front. And Clevenger that time knocked it away from Clavel as he became the defender. So it's see where they're third down and 18. They're going to have to get down to the 21-yard line for a first down. 9:21 to go. The clock stopped here in the fourth quarter with the incomplete pass. Almost intercepted by Clavel that time, and that would have been huge had he been able to do that. So big third down play for Middletown, though again they could be in 4-down territory. Hess gives to the first guy. He's got lots of room, but he slips trying to cut right at the original line of scrimmage, setting up 4th and 10. 9:13 to go. It looked like Tingle was about ready to bust it back over across the middle, but either slipped or was tripped up right at the original line of scrimmage. So it's 4th down and 10, and the Mustangs will go for it. 8:50 to go in the game. 14-12 Middletown. 4th and 10 for the Mustangs. Hess fumbles the snap. It's on the ground. And still on the ground. I think Fort Bragg has it. William Robertson got the fumble recovery, and the Timberwolves have it. Not only did they stop him on 4th down, they got the ball beyond the line of scrimmage. Now let's see if they can get organized here on the sideline. Again, I'm sure not the coaching fault of what happened in that last series, but they just really couldn't get the right formation, and people were moving before the ball was snapped. Let's see if they get a little more precise here. First down, Timberwolves trailing 14-12, fourth quarter. Clavel from the shotgun, takes the snap. Gives it to William Robertson, trying the left side. Got some room. Still on his feet. Got a first down and out of bounds near midfield. Across midfield, I think. I think he's right at midfield. 8:27 to go in the game. The Timberwolves on the first drive took 7 minutes off the clock and got a touchdown. That's exactly what they need to do right now. Clock running. 8:19 to go. 1st and 10 right at midfield. Tight formation. Clavel out of the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself, and he's not going to get any. Well, he spins away from one man, but right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. 7:55 to go now. Second ball and 10. Ball right in the middle of the field, too. So you got plenty of room either direction if you want to try and run it outside here. Well, we got some excitement here. Fourth quarter. 14-12, Timberwolves trailing. They got the football here at midfield. Clavel looking this way. Pump fakes. Now he rolls back the other way. Throws. Man's there. Makes a catch. Curti got a first down. Inside the 40 to the 39. Whistles blowing and a penalty flag down. That's probably going to, well, let's see. Looks like they might be coming back. So again, the Timberwolves hurt themselves. They had 5 men in the backfield. Again, that's not the coach's fault.
No more double cheeseburgers over there for the chain gang. We've got our new chain over there. Almost
Second down and 15 now. 7:21 to go in the game. The Timberwolves losing yardage back down their own territory at their 45. Myrtle splits way out here to the right. Rexroad and Curti to the left. And Timberwolves call a timeout. Well, there's 7:21 to go in the game. No sense in saving your timeouts if the Timberwolves should at least save one, and they do have one left. But Coach Perkins, again, wanting to talk things over here. And it almost seems like the team somehow mentally shifted gears at halftime, and they just don't seem to have the same precision that they had in the first half. Having trouble getting the right personnel in the field. Those are the kind of things you just, 5 men in the backfield, lining up wrong. You can't do that in a game you really have to win, especially when you trail by 2 points. And especially in the fourth quarter. Now every play becomes important. Second down and 15. After the timeout, Curti splits out to the left. Clavel will go right over center now. 2 backs behind him. Play action fake. Clavel, a lot of time. Now he's getting pressure. Now he throws as he's hit. The ball's in the air. It's caught! Inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line. Justin Myrtle as Clavel got hit right as he threw it. 7:10 to go in the game. First big passing play of the night for the Timberwolves as Clavel put it on the money and Justin Myrtle made the catch. So 7:04 to go in the game. Fort Bragg has it now at the, looks like the 17-yard line. Far hash mark. Power I formation now for the Timberwolves. Clavel pitches back. Rexroad trying the right side. Now he cuts it back inside. And gets to about the 10, I think. Depends where he went out of bounds. But he got some decent yardage there. Ball spotted at the 11-yard line, 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5. At this point, I don't know if you want the clock to run or not, but I think you want to take some time off the clock here if indeed you're going to get a touchdown. There's still a lot of time left, 6:40. Clavel pitches back to Rexroad. He cuts it back inside and is dropped immediately. No gain, 3rd down. Clock runs, 6:29 to go. Look, that play was designed to go outside. Rexroad tried to cut it back inside, and boy, he was licked. Hit hard right at the line of scrimmage. William Robertson trotting out on the field now. Price comes out. Timberwolves hoping to get this play off and get a first down if they can. 3rd down at the 10. Clavel out of the shotgun, running that spread formation. Back to pass, looks, pumps, in trouble, rolls, throws, caught, touchdown, Timberwolves! John Rexroad. Julian Clavel flushed out of the pocket. Found the open man. Back over near the goalpost. And touchdown Timberwolves. They take the lead back. 18-14 the score. You got to go for two here. 5:49 to go. Still plenty of time to go in this game. And the Timberwolves answer with a big passing play. A touchdown from Clavel to John Rexroad. Set up by a pass to Justin Myrtle. All right, they go for two. Clavel fumbles the snap, gets up, and he's short. So they just can't get a conversion. It's been a season-long problem, really. Anyway, the good thing is they're ahead. The score with 5:49 to go in the game. It's Fort Bragg 18 and Middletown 14. But the Mustangs still have a lot of time left. The defense for the Timberwolves, now it's their game to win. They have got to hold them. Now Middletown has shown the ability to get the ball in the air and get some yardage. So you can bet, although there's still 5:49 to go, but my guess is you'll see the ball in the air a little bit more from the Mustangs now on this series. I remember an old football coach saying he didn't like the pass because three things can happen when you pass, and two of them are bad. Meaning an interception or an incompletion. But there's also pass interference, so maybe two of them are good, too, along with a complete pass. Anyway, here's the kickoff. Cody Velasi, kind of a spiraling low kick, taken at about the 25-yard line, dances his way up to the 30, to the 35, up to the 40. So now, with 5:40 to go in the game, the Mustangs have the football, trailing 18-14. So John Rexroad, who felt bad a few minutes ago, feels a lot better now after scoring that touchdown. 1st and 10. It's up to the defense now. For the Timberwolves, the Mustangs with one back in the I formation behind Hess. Back comes in motion, that's Barrio. They give instead, coming the other way on the counter. And that was Harbison, I think, the ball carrier. See when he gets up. Yeah, it's 22 Harbison. He picked up a couple, maybe three. 2nd down and 7. 5:24 to go in the game. Middletown chooses to keep it on the ground on that first play. Mustangs come up now, two backs, Tingle and Harbison behind Hess in the I formation. Hess gives to Tingle. Second man through, Harbison stiff arms a man, and down he goes across the 35 to the 34. Big gain there, under 5 minutes to go in the game now, all the way down to the Timberwolves 32-yard line. Boy, big holes in the line here in the second half for the Mustangs as Harbison broke through there clean. Keep our eye on the clock. 4:40 to go in the game. 18-14 Timberwolves. Again, that power formation, two tight ends and a wing. They give it to the first guy, and he's not going to get much. He's dropped back. Velocity and Mitchell, or that's Isaac Arnold, that is, underneath that made the stop. Clock continues to run now. 4:21 to go in the game. No gain, 2nd and 10. Harbison, who had that nice carry a few minutes ago, is on the sideline now, limping a little bit as Hess brings him out of the huddle to the line of scrimmage. The Mustangs with the ball, trailing 18-14, 3:58 to go in the game. 2nd and 10 at the Timberwolves 34. Hess, back to pass, looking over the middle, throws, got a man there, he dives, and incomplete. Ball hit the ground. Man seems to have a cramp as he gets up. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. Clock stops, though. 3:43 to go. So big 3rd down play now. Mustangs probably put it in the air. Of course, trailing 18-14, 3:43 to go in the game. They are certainly in 4-down territory at the Timberwolves 34. I don't think Middletown has called a timeout, but boy, they're sure taking a long time. Now they're going to call a timeout. So they call a timeout with 3:43 to go in the game. They still have 2 timeouts left. Fort Bragg leading 18-14. I'm Lindy Peters from MendocinoTV.com. And again, we want to thank the folks that make it possible to bring you Timberwolves football here live on the web, including Roundman Smokehouse and Butcher Shop, Fort Bragg Transmission and Auto Repair, Sport Chrysler Jeep Dodge, Ryan Perkins Attorney at Law, Dunlap Roofing, Mendocino Cookie Company and Zappa's Coffee, and North Coast Brewing Company. Thanks so much for bringing you Timberwolves football. Whether you're watching at home, here locally, or maybe you're somewhere far away, wherever you might be, thanks for joining us here. High-def camera work and a beautiful night for football, and what a game. 18-14 Fort Bragg. The Timberwolves in a must-win situation here if they want to go to the playoffs, pretty much. Unless a lot of strange things happen, they really need a win here tonight. And right now they're in the lead, 18-14. Here we go. 3rd and 10. Back to pass is Hess. Lot of time. Throwing deep. Clavel's back there, and he knocks it away. 4th and 10. Hess put plenty of air under that one. Throwing it about 50 yards downfield, but incomplete. And it's 4th and 10. 3:35 to go in the game. Now remember, Middletown still has 2 timeouts, so if they don't convert on 4th down and Fort Bragg gets the football back, Middletown can stop the clock with 2 consecutive timeouts. So Fort Bragg will still have to get a couple of first downs, or at least move the football once for a first down if they're able to hold them here. The fans showing some excitement now. 4th and 10, Middletown up to the line of scrimmage. 3 men split out right. Harbison trying to get off the field, and a penalty flag will go against Middletown. I think they had too many men on the field. There you go. So a 5-yard penalty against Middletown, 12 men in the huddle. I saw Harbison running to the sideline trying to get there before the ball was snapped, and there was almost 12 men on the field, and now I guess Middletown's going to use another timeout. Well, it makes sense. They'll only be able to stop the clock one more time now if Fort Bragg can hold them here on 4th down. 3:35 to go. Fort Bragg 18, Middletown 14. I understand looking online tonight, although some of you may be watching a replay of this game, but St. Helena is beating Cloverdale, beating them pretty badly. 30-14 the last I saw. If that holds up, Kelseyville is in the driver's seat, and whoever wins this game is looking pretty good for a playoff berth no matter what happens. But it's kind of a surprise that St. Helena is beating Cloverdale as badly as they are. Little scoreboard watching here. All right, 4th and 15. Big play for both teams. Hess back to pass. He's got time. He throws. And it's incomplete. The Timberwolves have taken over on downs. Clavel with a great job defensively on the last 2 pass plays. 3:27 to go in the game. So let's set it up. Middletown can stop the clock one time with a timeout. Fort Bragg needs to get at least 1 first down, maybe 2. They got it at their own 39-yard line. They have to play mistake-free. 3:27 is a lot of time in football, even at the high school level. So the Timberwolves come up to the line. Robertson in the backfield. Rexroad going out. Split wide left. Clavel just keeps it right up the middle. The old football scrum takes time off the clock. Picks up about 4. 2nd down and 6. Of course, just right up the middle, that's one less, of a chance for a fumble on a handoff if you just take the snap and go right up the middle. But I think really ideally now under 3 minutes to go in the game, 2:59, 2:58, 18-14 Timberwolves. Getting a little bit of a quiet here after the crowd really got into it a moment ago. Now just sort of a tense moment, edge of your seat kind of a feel here. 2nd down and 6. Clavel will give it to Rexroad this time. Left side. And fighting for a first down. He fumbles. And Middletown has it. I think Middletown stripped the ball out. They did. First down Mustangs. So 2:36 to go, and the one thing you couldn't afford to have happen just happened. I don't know how it happened, but, you're coached at that point in the game to hold on to that football as if it's your firstborn baby. So Middletown has it back, and they got a chance. 18-14, the ball at midfield. There's a give. Harbinger's hit in the backfield and stopped by Isaac Arnold. 2:28, 2:27 to go in the game. No gain, 2nd down and 10. The ball right at the Middletown, or right at the Timberwolves 47-yard line. So Fort Bragg's defense has to do it again as their offense turned it over quickly. Pass. Gives. That play's been very successful, and here it comes again. Oh, a nice tackle that time by Rexroad, or he'd have broken open into the field there, and instead it's going to be 3rd down and short, 3rd and 2, under 2 minutes to go in the game. Clock runs, 1:51, 1:50. Look for Middletown to put it in the air now. 3rd and 2. My guess is they're going to start putting it in the air because time's running out, and they're 41 yards away from the end zone. 3rd down. Hess gives. First down. Harbinger breaks a tackle, gets inside the 30 to the 29. 1:27 to go. Clock stops as they move the chains. Field goal won't help. It's 18-14. They need a touchdown. Fort Bragg needs to hold them. 1:20 to go. 1:19. One man splits way out left. Hess with back split behind him. Takes the snap. Play action fake. Rolls right. Throws. Man trying to get the ball. It's loose. It's incomplete. With 1:06 to go. That ball was tipped around in the air. Almost looked like a juggling act there. 2nd and 10. 1:06 to go. Ball at the 29-yard line of the Timberwolves. Crowd really getting into it again. Middletown up to the line of scrimmage. Hess, 2 men split out to the right. Back to pass. Getting some pressure. Rolling to his right. He's got some time. Short pass. Cody Velassi makes the tackle, but a penalty flag is down. Penalty flag is down. 58 seconds to go in the game. You'd sure hate to see this game turn on a penalty. They talk it over right at the 30-yard line.
Result of the play is a 3rd down. Clock is start on my signal.
Well, give it. There goes the clock. 57, 56, 55 seconds to go in the game. The ball at the 30-yard line. third down. 4 down territory. Hess over center. 3 men split out here left. He looks this way. He rolls this way. He throws. And it is incomplete. 4th down. 33 seconds to go in the game. 4 people collided with that football that time. And still time for one more play. Feel bad for Drake Harbison, the Middletown player, really limping badly, but giving it his all for the Mustangs. Both teams just leaving it on the field now. This has been a tremendous game. The first half belonging to Fort Bragg, the second half belonging to Middletown, but Fort Bragg leading 18-14. 4th down, 33 seconds to go in the game at the 30-yard line. And timeout, Timberwolves, as Roy Perkins calls a timeout and silences the crowd. Whew. Well, certainly been the most exciting game of the year, maybe the last few years, actually. The Fort Bragg Timberwolves leading 18-14, 33.8 seconds to go, 4th and 10. Unless there's a penalty or a first down, this game should end in favor of the Timberwolves. But hey, Middletown can pull out a miracle here. I've seen it at this level many times. Thanks again to North Coast Brewing Company, Mendocino Cookie Company, Zappa's Coffee, Dunlap Roofing, Ryan Perkins Attorney at Law, Sport Chrysler Jeep Dodge, Fort Bragg Transmission and Auto Repair, and Roundman Smokehouse and Butcher Shop for sponsoring Timberwolves football here tonight. Here we go, 4th down at the 30. Hess, 3 men split to the right, 1 man out here left. He throws it over the middle, and there it is. It's in the air. And it is incomplete. Timberwolves take over on downs with 26.5 seconds to go in the game. There's no timeouts. This should do it. All they have to do is kneel on the football. The Fort Bragg Timberwolves are going to win it. Well, I guess theoretically they could find a way to lose the game. But you never know. So there's the snap. There's the knee. 25 seconds to go. That's the game. The Fort Bragg Timberwolves had to win, and they did. Coming from behind in the 4th quarter on a touchdown pass from Julian Clavel to John Rexroad, set up on a long pass from Clavel to Justin Myrtle, and that's the difference. Though they failed to score an extra point, it didn't matter here tonight. The Timberwolves have won it, beating Middletown by a score of 18-14. I'm Lindy Peters from MendocinoTV.com. Hey, hope you enjoyed the game as much as I did. What a game tonight. Congratulations to Coach Fortner and the Middletown Mustangs for putting up a real fight here tonight. And congratulations to Coach Roy Perkins and the Fort Bragg Timberwolves in the driver's seat now. They need a win next week against Willits, and there's a pretty good chance they'll have a home playoff game. How about that? The way the season started in Castlemont and the way the team is walking off the field tonight, what a difference. I'm Lindy Peters from MendocinoTV.com. Hey, thanks for joining us for an exciting game. High school football at its best from Timberwolves Stadium. Good night, everybody.